This cool little voice recorder by TCTEC. Let's hook it up to the computer and see what we find. Alright, so I hooked up the voice recorder to my computer and it shows up as KL30. Now the first thing that I want to check out is the settings file, which is this one right here, on how to set the date and the times. What you do is you're going to set the time, the current time on your computer, or well, obviously your computer is going to have the current time whatever you are. You're going to set it in 24-hour format. So in my case it was 5:25 p.m. I set it as 17:25, and then the date is in format year, month, and day. So you set that, and you will do that. The very last thing that you change to that file should be the date and the time, mostly the time, and then you hit save, and then the file is going to be referencing the current date and time for whatever file is created whenever you record. So basically, if you're going to change any settings on the file, it doesn't matter how many times you change the settings. Every time that you do, you have to make sure that you set the current time and the current date on the very first line, so that the time and date are always going to be correct on your TCTEC voice recorder. And then we have the VOR, which is the voice sensitivity, voice control sensitivity, and it can be from 1 to 7. And it says that the larger the number, of course, then the more sensitive it's going to be. And this is when, of course, you have the voice activated recording. Okay, so you can select the bitrate. It is default to bitrate 4, and 4 means it is 192 kilohertz. So that's the highest setting. It is very, very decent. For voice, it's pretty good. Okay, then you got the gain. So gain is pretty much how sensitive the microphone is going to be, and it defaults at 5, and you can go up to 7. Now the last one, it says part 60, and that's how many segments or how long the segment of each file is going to be. So it can be from 10 to 240 minutes. So the minimum is 10, and I would probably want to change this to 10. So I'm just going to do that right now. I'm going to leave it at 10 because that's what I think is the safest. You know, I would probably want it to be smaller, but you know, probably not many people will want it to be that many files in each recording. So hopefully that saves it, and I did hit Command S, so it should be saved. It doesn't say edit anymore, so we can close this. Okay, so if we go to music, you can store your MP3 files, your music files, and you should be able to listen to music. If that's the case, that's really cool. Again, it does have this audio interface, and you can use, I guess, any headphone you want with this, so that's really awesome. You can use it as a music player. You know, who knew? Pretty good. And there we have the audio file. So on, which I guess means that there's a recording, and we recorded about 11 minutes of audio, so that's really cool. Thank you for watching up until now. I hope that this video was helpful.